I would probably say I'm in about £100 to £200 a debt in my student loan account, just because of like rent and utilities and like deposits and things I don't really want to pay with my own money from work. So the story of how I fell into debt was my mum sent me about £400 to £500 to buy just like furniture for my room, and I just spent it all. Like I didn't used to check my bank account quite a lot, just because I didn't like to see the money going out, and I felt guilty about what I was spending my money on. So I just went through all the money. Yeah, it got bad, and my brother had to give me the money. He had to send me £500, so that my mum would have no idea, and she still doesn't know today, to be fair, that I accidentally spent it all and had to pay back my brother. So I do think I will be debt free. As a student, you have that massive overdraft. You're like, oh, I'll take 10, and then I'll take 50, and then it just keeps on going until you end up with like hundreds of pounds of student overdraft debt. I've gotten quite good at it now, and I haven't spent too much in my overdraft. I think being in debt can make you feel really stressed and upset. But I think the important thing is to just be realistic with yourself and have a plan, because there are going to be times, especially as a student and in just life in general, where you won't have the money at the moment. You are going to have to find that money somewhere, which may lead you into a bit of debt. Like personally, my student loan, the amount that was coming in was not covering the amount that was going out of my rent, but it would have by the end of the year. So I had to take a bit out of my overdraft, and then I was able to pay it off at the end of the year. So I was in debt, and I was a bit like, oh, I'm in debt, but I had a plan and I was realistic about it, so I knew what was happening. So I think a low point for me was probably just before I came to uni. I didn't really have a fixed job, and I was obviously worried about, oh, how am I going to have enough money for uni? Will my student loan cover everything? I was stressed about travelling, because it's sort of the last summer before uni, and it's meant to be one of the best summers of your life, so you want to do absolutely everything. But I felt quite low because I wasn't getting as much money as I planned to get, so I couldn't do absolutely everything that I wanted to do. So that was quite a low point for me, just because as if uni wasn't stressful enough, I was having to financially think about it before I even got there. I would probably rely on my siblings for money over my friends. I would never really ask my friends for money if I was in debt, just because firstly, me and my siblings have that kind of sibling relationship and bond where we can ask each other for money and help each other out financially, and also my mum. But I don't really like feeling indebted to people. That's why I don't really like borrowing or having my debts helped or such sorted by my friends, because it can complicate a friendship, put a lot of strain on it that you wouldn't want to do, because I feel like it's very different. Well, personally, it's very different for me with my siblings in terms of that strain, because we're siblings and we know I'm going to have to pay my brother back at some point. My advice to people in debt would probably be to be realistic with yourself, because if you're realistic with yourself, it helps you be less stressed, because you know how you're going to sort this debt out, and you won't put the pressure on yourself that, oh, I still haven't sorted it out and it's the end of the day. But you know, oh, in 2 months or in a certain amount of weeks or by the end of the year, I'm going to get rid of this debt through doing this, this and this. And that way you're not stressed, because you know it's going to be sorted out. But I'd also say not to stop liking the things that you like doing just because you're in debt. I think obviously don't be stupid with your money, and obviously try and save as much as you possibly can to try and pay off that debt. But I think it's quite easy to fall into this trap where you stop doing the things you like, and you stop going out, and you stop having fun, you stop enjoying yourself just because you're worried about this debt. And I feel like once you start doing that, it can have quite a profound effect on your mental health. So I'd very much advise against that. Being in debt did not make me feel good. It didn't have me down for too long, luckily, but it can have a massive effect on your mental health, and it can make you very, very stressed because it then affect your sleep, your general mood, your lifestyle. It can have quite a bad effect on you.